And we are back. Long time no see. Um, Today, you've seen the title. I'm gonna talk about how I've fumbled the love of my life, my unofficial wife. Um, and yeah, as you see, I'm playing chess because I think the start of this YouTube channel coincided with like the 2 week Minecraft phase. Um, where I just really wanted to play survival for some reason. And now I'm realizing that I'm just not good enough to do that because I made like no progress on my world over like 5 days. So now we're playing something that I enjoy a little more. Um, so yeah, let's get started. Let's get started from the very, very beginning. Um, so this girl, let's call her Tomato. Um, we met in grade 6. So Um, the middle school that I went to, or actually no, the elementary school I went to, um, only went until grade 5. So that means at grade 5, yeah, after grade 5, everyone graduated and um, everyone had to go to a different school. So that's exactly what I did. And can I say the name of the school? Yeah, why not? I went to a Willowdale Middle School. Um, And at that school, it goes from grade 1 to 6, which means that I was coming in as a new student while everyone else in the class already knew each other for like minimum 2 years, right? So it was kind of it was yeah, it was a little bit of a difficult time, but there were good people there for sure. Um, and yeah, I saw Dahlia. Oh fuck. I saw Tomato, um, like pretty fast because there weren't that many girls in the class, I'm pretty sure, and there weren't many attractive girls at that. So, yeah, I noticed her pretty fast, and yeah, I just thought she was really cute. And I know this is grade 6, right? I know it's like the relationships in grade 6 aren't even real. Um, but I felt like we were both like really mature for our age. And I thought, um, yeah, but I'll get to that later. So yeah, I see her and I'm like, yeah, I want to get to know her. Um, so then I do, and then I learned some lore about this school. So apparently she's in like a relationship with one of the other guys in the class. Um, but I don't know if it ended or not, like exactly. Um, but yeah. Uh, so this already a few months already passed already. So this was in maybe February. So like the school year starts in September, right? So it's been September, October, November, all the way to February of the next year. Um, and I've gotten to know her pretty well. And um, I can't figure out this puzzle, by the way. I don't know if I'm just being dumb or what, because should be easy. But yeah, at this point, I've gotten to know her pretty well. And yeah, we're just hanging out like every day. And I'm pretty sure at this point the entire class knows that I like her. Um, because I wasn't exactly being very careful with what I was saying and like how I was behaving and everything. So yeah, everyone already knew. Um, and now fast forward, and it's like the second last week of school, right? And Remember, like all the tension's been building up until this one point, basically. So it's lunchtime. I have a feeling the move is like, okay, yeah, no, I just suck, I guess. Um, so yeah, all the tensions been building up, and this girl that's friends with Tomato, God bless her, she asks in front of the entire lunch table, Steven, do you like Dahlia? Oh fuck! Oh my God! Do you like Tomato? And I just nod my head. So at this point, I was like, as soon as she asked it, my mind was like racing. I was like, how am I supposed to answer this? Because it's like that adrenaline. It's like adrenaline makes time move slower. Like that's exactly what it felt like. Like it felt like as soon as she asked that, like time started moving in slow mo, and I was thinking, like at supersonic speeds. So I was like, how do I answer this? I can deny it and then ruin my chance, or I could not do anything, but then that's kind of weird. Or I could like like outright like say like yeah, I love her. Or I can do what I did, nod my head. So that was like my like I remember it like what is it, like 5 years later because it was like this huge adrenaline rush. So yeah, that was my thought process. And at the end, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna nod my head. I'm gonna be like a little bit nonchalant about it because I don't want it to make it. Because like, let's say she says no, then I could say like, oh, it's like a little interest. I wasn't showing my entire hand straight away. Um, but yeah, thank God that didn't happen because as soon as I nodded, I'm sat at one end, she sat at the other end, and she just immediately like puts her head to her like hands like that, and like her entire face turns red, and that's when I knew I was in, man. That's when I knew. Um, so yeah, um, we finally admitted to each other after like a year of school that we liked each other, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think everyone knew because Tomato's friends knew that she liked me, and then my friends knew that I liked her. So it's like, the entire class basically knew already, but it was still cool. Um, oh, the move is so easy. I don't know how I spent so long on that. Um, um, so yeah, I'm thinking this is amazing, right? This is so good. Um, and now we just start talking properly, like we're in like a talking stage, right? And I again, like I know it's grade six, but when I tell you we were both like super mature, like we actually were. Um, like it didn't feel like it was grade six, you know what I mean? And I know like maybe like everyone feels that sort of way, but like I knew, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like some sort of fake thing. And I'm not just saying it like for the camera or whatever. I mean, again, I'm talking to myself here, right? Like I upload this, but I'm really talking to myself. Um, so yeah, I think that was here. Yeah, nice. Um, oh, I just realized you can't see the score. Let me move my webcam. There we go. I'm on 29. My high score is 48, and that was like 2 years ago, and I still haven't beat it because I'm a bum. So hopefully I can beat it sometime soon. Um, so yeah, We start talking normally, but remember, it's like the last 2 weeks it's like the last 2 weeks of school, so we can't really get anything started. But the one thing I do remember is that I was so cringe, cause I did say how we're like really mature, right? But I just didn't know how to act. So every single recess and every single lunch, I would just go up to her and I would be like, "Hey, you want to talk?" Because I was still trying to like figure things out. I still didn't really know how to like go about this sort of stuff. Um, so yeah, I was trying to like set things straight. Because back then, like I didn't know what like a talking stage was, right? Like I didn't know how serious you're meant I didn't know how serious you're meant to be. Um, so yeah. Um, every single recess I would be like, "Can we talk?" And we just sat for like the entire time, just like talking. We sat like by a fence, and like her friends are watching from far away, and my friends are watching, and like yeah. I mean, again, grade six, um, fun times. But yeah, it gets to okay. I'm pretty sure I remember the timeline. So I I said that the whole thing about me nodding and agreeing and saying that I like her. This was Thursday or this was Tuesday or Thursday or like Wednesday of the second last week of school. Um, and then there's obviously the weekend, and then there's the last week of school. So and so then during the last week of school, I think it ended. I think school ended on like a Thursday, and um, so this was on like a Tuesday. I started like thinking that she wasn't like as close to me as she was like last week, right? Like we wouldn't like talk that much. Um, she like sometimes would like ignore me or like she would be talking to her friends and we weren't talking anymore during recess. So I was like, okay, what's going on, right? So then I think it was like Tuesday during lunch. I went up to her and I was like, can we talk? As I always say. And she's like, okay, yeah. So we go to like this private spot and then I vividly remember asking her, "Do you still like me?" That's what I said. "Do you still like me?" And then what she told me next was absolutely gut-wrenching. She said, "I do, but I can't date because I'm a Muslim." So this entire time, I don't remember if I knew she was a Muslim or not, but this entire time she liked me, but she can't date. And so I'm like, I don't know what I said, but like the conversation ended like really soon after that. And I was like, okay, and I left. Right. Oh, I just realized what the move was. I'm actually so stupid, man. Let's move now. Oh, yes. Okay. So yeah. Um, and she told me how like it was a mistake for her to go into this talking stage because she's not allowed to date. And like fair enough, like she was like we were both like 12. So it's like she didn't know any better and she made a mistake by like going into the talking stage with me. Um, but it just sucks because at that point I was like committed, you know what I mean? So it's like, what can you do? Um, anyways, so that happens and I remember like during because lunch is split into two, right? You go out to play and then you go eat. I remember while I was eating, I told my friend like, "Yo, you want to go to the washroom with me?" And I just started crying in the washroom. Um, because yeah, I was just Brutal time. Oh, fuck. Okay, so yeah, that happens and we're like no longer dating, you know what I mean? Um, but then we went to the same school in grades 7 and 8, and she still liked me obviously cuz like we didn't like break up cuz she didn't like me. We broke up cuz she can't date, right? So it's like during 7 and 8, we were basically just like micro flirting with each other all the time. Um, yeah. But then high school comes around and we go to different schools, right? She goes to Northview, I go to William Lyon Mackenzie. Shout out William Lyon Mackenzie. Um, and yeah, I'm really bad at keeping up with friends, which is why like literally like all my friends from grade 7 and 8 I don't talk to anymore. Um, or like I stopped talking to at the start of high school because I'm just like really bad at like texting or like replying. And I know I need to fix that, but I mean, you know, stuff. So yeah. We stopped talking for 4 years, and then just recently in this August, like at the end of August of this year, I hit her up again, and I was like, uh, "Hey, how are like just like saying like how are you? You know what I mean?" Um, so yeah, this is officially entering the second part of the story where we reinitiate contact. Uh, so yeah, I ask her how she is, and she's like, "Oh my," she's like really excited. She's like, "Oh my God, hey, long time no talk, right?" Long time no see. And I asked her what university she goes to. She goes to TMU. Um, she goes to TMU and I go to U of T. They're obviously like 2 blocks apart from each other. So I'm like, wait, this is amazing. Um, maybe I can rekindle something. And maybe now that she's grown up more, she isn't as strict following Islam, right? Because maybe in grade 6 it was her parents telling her what to do, but now that she's got a mind of her own. Maybe she's left Islam, you know. Um, so that's what I was hoping for, really. Um, so yeah, we talk again. We start talking, but at this point, it's just as friends, right? Like we meet up for the very first time we meet up in like 4 years. I'm going about this like we're just friends. One sec. But yeah, we actually hit it off. Like the first time seeing each other in 4 years, we already have like genuinely good chemistry, and like we're able to like joke with each other, and like we talk like we've like been talking for like 10 years, you know what I mean? um so yeah, things go really well, and at the end of our little friend date, um I hug her goodbye, and then like as she's leaving to go to the subway, we like briefly like hold hands and like just lock eyes. So like imagine like I hug her, right? And then I let go of the hug and my hands are like trailing down her side. And then cuz like I'm not going to go like this and then like that, right? I'm going to go like this and then I'm going to go down a little. And then it reaches her hand and then she grabs it like as she's leaving. Like it was literally like a fucking movie. It was like that basically. And then we lock eyes for a second and then she says bye. Um I can't figure out this puzzle, by the way. Um, so yeah, yeah, that happens. So then I'm like, okay, okay, maybe she's. I didn't ask her about like her religion yet, so I was like, okay, maybe things are happening, you know? Maybe I'm getting lucky. Um, so yeah, now comes the second like meetup, and we're at a shop, and we have a moment to like sit together. And then I'm like, okay, maybe now's the time to like insinuate something. Because like I feel like I'm pretty good at like thinking about how people think. So like I kind of knew that I would like I knew how to like frame something so that she starts thinking in a way, and then I can like okay, like it's gonna sound bad, but I can like gaslight her into like thinking that I wasn't thinking that way. So now it just seems like she brought it up first, so that it doesn't have to be me bringing it up. And this is what I mean when I say that I'm like a little bit like, off the rails here. So yeah, basically I wrap my arm around her and I go, I'm so glad we're talking again. And super like super like manipulative, like getting her to think away a certain way, you know? So everything goes to plan and she says, talking in what way? Because you know how some people say use talking to mean talking stage. And then I was like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted her to say. Like I like manipulated her into saying what I was gonna say, and to make it look like she brought it up, which was good. So I was like, oh no, no, I just mean like talking as in like normal talking. You know what I mean? Like talking as friends. W gaslight. Um, God, I'm a horrible person. So yeah, I do that, and then she's like, and then I'm like, but since you brought it up, um, like, do you like me like in that way? And she was like, she explicitly said, yes, I do, but she's still Muslim. She still cannot date. And I am heartbroken a second time. I'm gonna go here. Okay, it is that move. Hmm. My God. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do a puzzle battle. Just to extend this a little bit. So yeah, she she cannot date. Like I'm sad again. And then a little bit afterwards, I ask her again because like I'm trying to like save this. You know what I mean? Like I want her. Um, so I'm like, I start like asking her about like her religion. I'm like, so if you can't date, how do you get married? You know what I mean? Um, and well, she tells me like in Islam, you kind of just meet someone whose vibe you like, right? And then like slowly but surely you get to know them more. And then like your parents meet each other, and then eventually like you get permission and then you propose, right? Um, so then I'm like, okay, okay, cool. Like I was genuinely curious at that point. That wasn't on like some like gaslighting type of stuff. Um, so yeah, let's move here. Okay. So yeah, I so that happens, and then this is where I messed up again because I was like, um, okay, she's just telling me a fun fact, right? She's telling me a fun fact. She means nothing by it. Like everything's like, like we're just friends. But I'm pretty sure what she was trying to insinuate there is that that's exactly what we were doing. And looking back, it's like kind of stupid of me to not be able to tell that. But again, I'm a little bit stupid, so can't blame me all that much, you know. I see. Um, So yeah, yeah, I didn't realize what the point of what the point she was trying to get across was. Um, so yeah, I just kept going like we were friends, but at the same time, like I knew that we weren't just friends, because friends aren't that, like that friendly, you know what I mean? Um, like we went to Pilates together. Like that's what I should have known. Like she invited me to TMU to go to a Pilates class with her. So I think I just can't take hints for the life of me. Um, but yeah, I mean, and I've won. Nice. Um, so yeah, I didn't understand what she was trying to say. And then we went on like a few more like friend dates, right? And this was like mid-September, and I had caught like by our last one, I don't know. I was kind of like burned out from like going out so much and like seeing her so much. Like even though she's beautiful, right? And even though during our first meeting, I was like, I want to see her face every day. And I genuinely thought about making her my wife. I genuinely thought about that. I was like, we could start a beautiful family. Even though that happened, I don't know. I just kind of got like socially like I don't know. I guess my social battery was out long term somehow. So then by the last one, I stopped making plans to see her, and then we like exchanged we like sent each other Instagram reels until we didn't. And then we just stopped talking altogether. Um and it was actually really bad because one of the last messages I sent, I was like with my friends and we were like trolling, and I sent to her, I miss you. I want to see you again. And that's like not a friend thing to send, right? And she sent back, sounds like we have to see each other again. And by that time, I should have known. Like I should have known we were like basically dating. You know, we were dating without a label and like without like physical intimacy. That was another thing actually. Another reason I didn't really want to continue with that is that I didn't want to keep seeing her if it didn't mean like we could do something, you know what I mean? Like we could do something. Um, so yeah, I just stopped talking to her, and uh, on Halloween night, after like a month and a half of not talking, I tried to hit her up again, and I was like a little bit tipsy, so I was like I just sent a really shit message. I was like, um, "Hey tomato, happy Halloween. How you doing?" And she left me undelivered. And I sent another message like 2 weeks later, like November like 14th or something actually. Left me undelivered. And I sent another message like 3 days ago, left me undelivered. Um, so yeah, I think that chapter of my life is over, which is really sad because I genuinely believe she could have been the one. Like we could have been great together, you know? I mean, why does she have to be a Muslim, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I could have waited that long, honestly. I don't know if I could have waited till marriage. But yeah, she might have been the one, and I blew it. I fumbled the bag, but that's life. That's life. You live and you learn, you know? And the next girl that comes around, I'm not gonna ghost her. Um, and I'm not even gonna start anything if she's Muslim, because that just doesn't make sense. Um, and yeah, you live and you learn. I'm not gonna make the same mistake again, and I'm gonna find a wife soon. All right, see you.